All right, jabronis, we're back. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm recording this, so let me give you a quick caveat here. How you doing? I'm recording this before Thanksgiving. Same week, but before, and I'm going to post it after. So that being said, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I imagine your government leadership didn't knock down your doors if you were having gatherings of more than 10 people, because clearly they've been too busy partying and hitting the streets and going to dinners on their own, being hypocrites. So I guess we're thankful for them not busting down the door and ruining Thanksgiving in that way. But I hope you guys, enjoy yourselves. Got a chance to see some family, eat some good food, do all that. How you doing? And have a good break a little bit, from the stressors of the day. Stressors. How you doing? And from your jobs and your families and all that crap. So let's just get right into it so we can get to the important stuff, to the junction and all that. So we'll just step into the cage first.
Okay, let's run.
Okay. This Into the Cage segment is sponsored by Sign-Offs by Sammy. Is the constant barrage of social media nonsense and bias and stupidity taking an emotional and mental toll on you? Well, instead of shoving deadly drugs down your fat, stupid gullets to mask the pain or spend yourself poor on therapy, give a call to Sign-Offs by Sammy today. And for an affordable price, Sammy and his team will come to your house and sign off all of your social media accounts, log them all off, get them off your computer and phones before you lose your minds. To save yourself today, call 1-800-I-CAN'T-EVEN and use the promo code MENTALMIDGET for 8% off your first appointment today. So that's pretty good. I'm sitting here, I'm talking to myself again. I guess maybe my neighbors in the room next to me are listening, thinking I'm a mental case, but sounds like a pretty good deal. I wouldn't want to go to therapy because I'm depressed over what social media is pushing out and pumping down my gullet every day. I certainly don't want to take drugs and become an addict to that crap. So maybe I'll call Sign-Off Sammy's to turn my shit off so that, I can go about my day without losing my mind. And so can you now too. So give Sammy's a call today. All right. The Cage fact. So this is a quick one, but it kind of goes into the theme here, what we've been talking about recently with Cage and him being a charitable guy and not being really an asshole. We do know that he does spend a lot of money on crazy things. Dino skulls, castles, tombs, haunted mansions, what have you. But he also gives a lot to charity. And we talked about the gambling thing when he won all that money, gave it to charity and all that good stuff. So another thing he did that people don't talk about is back after Hurricane Katrina, he gave $1 million to victims throughout different sub-organizations to help support victims of Hurricane Katrina. So that he has he loves New Orleans. He had the Haunted Mansion down there. He's got his tomb down there. So when that happened, he answered the call and gave $1 million to different charitable organizations to help the victims. So really good quick fact, just to let you know, he's charitable. He's giving to other people. He's thinking about others. Again, that kind of goes back to he could have paid off his tax debt that he's got. But he chose to give that to more important people, and then he can wear the tax debt on the back end and deal with that. So there you go. That's the Cage fact. Be grateful for that. Speaking of grateful, let's get into the junction. All right. Today, I want to talk about being thankful and grateful. We just had Thanksgiving. I'm sure you guys said, a little thing at the dinner table of how you're thankful for this and that, or you're teaching your kids that. or you're doing your prayers and talking about it, and you were on Thanksgiving, you were probably most definitely saying the word thankful at least one time in the conversation, right? What I want to talk about is being thankful and grateful every day. Now, we all know Thursday is spent doing Thanksgiving, loving everybody, eating food, enjoying your family, watching The Godfather. I don't know. Let me stop real quick. I don't know if anybody else does this, but on Thanksgiving, I watch all the Godfathers, all three of them, even the third one. It's crap comparatively to the first two, but it's still decent. I watch them all like a psychopath. I've seen them a million times, figuratively a million, not literally, you idiots. So I watch that. That's one of my things that we do as a family. Sometimes I'll do it with my brother if we have Thanksgiving together, but I haven't been home for Thanksgiving in quite some time. So I watch The Godfathers. That's one thing I do. So whatever tradition you guys have, you're doing it on Thursday. That's my fucking point here. Sorry, Terrence. Family show, Thanksgiving week. Apologize. So you have your traditions. You're loving each other. Everybody's happy. You're not talking about bullshit politics or anything that's going to be divisive or get you angry. We all know everyone's not doing that. They're being loving and caring and thankful on Thursday. Then what happens? When the clock strikes midnight, no, you don't get a new episode at LPDS. I'm sorry. We'll get those on Sunday. But after Thanksgiving, clock hits midnight, what happens? Black Friday. People go from thankful, loving, family-oriented human beings, decent human beings, to absolute disgusting, despicable, fat shit animals on Black Friday. Family gatherings to riots within hours. And you can't even lie and use a real reason like for justice. We're rioting for justice. No, you're rioting to get your fat, dirty fingers on a PlayStation 5 at Walmart at 4 a.m. before the other poor dumb bastard goes and grabs it from you. That's what you're doing on Black Friday. Not thankful for anything. You just carbo loaded the day before on Thanksgiving so that you had the energy to knock through the piles and piles of fat shit, asshole, ungrateful bastards to go get your PlayStation, your big screen TV, or what have you. And then by Saturday, there's no memory whatsoever of being thankful at all. Thanksgiving is gone. It was last year. You're icing off yourself from getting bruised and battered on Black Friday, and you don't even remember at all anything thankful whatsoever. Why is that? That's why I want to talk about this today and kind of remind people that you're allowed to be thankful and grateful every day for any reason. We saw with the election going on, all the hypocrites posting all over social media, oh, it's time to heal now. We got our way, so it's time to heal now. And then what happens? The day later, they're back on social media again, back to business of text message tough guying, shit talking the people they don't like, being assholes again. But they got that one time to heal post, let's unite post, let's love each other post. And you're going to see it on Thanksgiving again too. Let's be thankful. They put the little cornucopia, how you doing picture with all the fruit and shit in there. Or a turkey. Let's be thankful this holiday season. Let's love each other. Then what happens? Black Friday. Ice your ball Saturday. No more gratefulness. No more gratitude. That's the word I'm looking for. Gratitude. There is already a word for it. I didn't have to make up one. Thank you, English language. So that's what we got to deal with now. LPDS is on the case, though. All right, I have to apologize real quick. I cut the video, and I have to admit, in one of the most greaseball events that you could do in a hotel on a Sunday, I cut the video so that I can go pick up my pepperoni personal pizza that was ready for me. So I had that. I had a quick slice just to taste test and make sure it was good to go. It's decent enough, good, not great. But anyway, back to what we were talking about and this complete dismissal of being thankful and nice and good and grateful right after the holiday or right after any sort of situation where we're called on to be grateful and good and nice, and right back to the business of being an asshole, being self-centered, being mean, being disrespectful, text message tough guy and everybody behind your stupid keyboards or your phones, not considering anything else about the other person you're attacking or the organization you're attacking, whatever you're doing that's mean and rude and disrespectful to them, not considering how they might feel about it, how that affects them as a human being, just forgetting that they're humans whatsoever. And I know I'm running through all these negative things, but I want people to understand this is what happens. It's not just a quick, oh, I'll just post this shit talking on my social media about a political person I don't like, or about a person in my personal life that I don't like, or anything like that, where you just take jabs and you don't care about that anymore, and you don't understand what they're going through at all. Now, these same people that are bashing everybody online, here's the problem I have with it before we kind of get to how to unfuck ourselves in this regard. Sorry, Terrence, again, I know, family weekend, holiday. I'm being a hypocrite myself. Anyway, what the hell was I talking about? Anyway, the same people that are doing this, the biggest assholes online, are also the same ones that are bitching and complaining to their friends and family that, oh, you can't imagine the stress I'm dealing with right now, and I'm depressed, and things are so hard, and people are so mean, and they just don't understand what I'm going through. And that's a big like hot button. When I hear that, I fly and I get sort of like Vietnam flashbacks where I just want to black out and take them out, take them down, and do my stuff. When people say that, you don't understand what I'm going through. Maybe I don't. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. Maybe I don't. But guess what? Are you thinking about what other people are going through before you make the decision to trash someone publicly online or be self-centered in a grocery store? Not put your cart back, cut somebody in the line, or not let somebody who's got only a couple items get in front of you? Or let someone pass you on the highway, get in front of you in there? Do you think about what they're going through? Do you understand what they're dealing with? Maybe the stressors in their lives, the emotional pain, or anything that they might be dealing with? No, you don't. Otherwise, you wouldn't be so hard pressed to just fire off a bunch of cowardly shit talks online and not be able to actually understand what's going on in a situation. It's very easy to be tough behind the keyboard and to not think of others when you're home by yourself or with your group of friends or in your little online echo chambers that you could just talk about how people don't understand what you're going through and you're dealing with so much shit and me, and the me monster comes right back in. And we talked about that several episodes ago, the me monster taking over and not thinking about everybody else. And that's what I'm talking about the lack of gratitude and how we lose that thankfulness and that mindset of being grateful for things. You just get back into your old self-centered ways. And yeah, you might be sad and stressed and depressed. It's probably real. It's probably has a little bit, if not a lot, to do with the fact that you're a piece of shit online and you don't give a shit about others, and that shit takes a toll on you. Or you care too much about the likes and I need the dopamine rush of people acknowledging me and agreeing with my opinion. So I got to post it out there. I need people to give me sympathy when I'm having a rough day. So I post about it on here. Or I'm going to be an asshole in public to people because they don't know what I'm going through. So they better cater to me. That shit takes a toll on you. I get that. I understand that. So you might be depressed for real and stressed and have anxiety. But so do others. And let me bring back to the point. Let's walk it back to the main point here. So do others. So let's think about that and start being a little bit more thankful for the goodness we have in our lives and being more grateful for that. And when I say goodness, I don't mean like, oh, I have all these possessions and I got a sweet car. That's good. That's great. That's all stuff that you can add to the list of things to be grateful for. But what about the people in your lives? What about the friends you have? Maybe you got children. Maybe they annoy the shit out of you on a day-to-day basis, but all in all, you probably should be grateful that you have them, right? We got to change our mindsets, okay? We have to retrain our brains to think of gratitude. Be grateful each day. It's not just you wake up grateful, everything's good and grand. It's not, I get that. It's not going to work like that. But you can slowly and surely retrain your brains and update your mindset, upgrade, improve on that. And it's easy to do that. It's very easy to start that out. You just wake up. You got 24 hours in the day. Think of one thing in the day that you're grateful for that's different from the day before. And it could be something so simple and stupid. The fact that you got a pair of shoes to wear outside, or clothes, or a king-size bed, any little shit thing, a significant other that you can vent to and be, have in your life. Boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, what have you. Pick one thing to be grateful for and identify it. Say it. Say it to yourself. Maybe write it down, so that you can actually visualize it. You can see it on paper, like, I am grateful for my husband or my best friend or the new hat I got to keep my head warm. Because there are other people that don't have that shit. They don't have a good, happy family to go home to every day after work. They don't got the king-size Tempur-Pedic bed with memory foam that you could sleep your fat ass on and feel great all night, like I do. They don't have the ability to hit up Grubhub and get a slimy slice of pepperoni pie delivered right to their hotel room like a grease ball, like I do. Or a hat to keep their head warm. Or a toilet. That's one thing I constantly think about in my time over in Afghanistan, back when I was pretending to fight the war, when I was really hiding behind a rock. The people that we were dealing with, even the good people in the country, they don't have toilets. They don't have running water. No electricity in most of their compounds. It's clay dirt huts and whatever carpets and cloths that they can scrounge around to turn into furniture. And they go outside in their yards and all hours of the day and night, take shits, and have to go right back in. No wiping, no toilet paper, nothing. Go right back, and that's how they live, and that's normal for them. For most of them. There's some richies out there, obviously, and then the super successful terrorists are, they have their nice compounds with power and all that good stuff, so good for them. But most of them don't have that crap. And that's sad. And it puts things into perspective for you, at least for me, so you can imagine the frustration a lot of people probably had that have been overseas, especially in the military, and the frustration they see again now when people are hoarding toilet paper and stealing it from others and fighting back and forth for stupid shit like that. And just completely disregarding that there are other people in this world. You don't need 4,500 rolls of toilet paper, Kyle. Give it to somebody else who might need it. We're in America. We have we all have toilets that we use toilet paper. That's a normal thing. Think of others that might need it. Nobody needs 4,500 rolls of toilet paper. That's absurd. Think about others. Be grateful for what you have and understand that not everybody has what you have. And again, I'm not talking about just material possessions. I have a great family. I have great friends. People who love me and care about me and want to see me do well and succeed and be happy in life. So no matter where I go, whether it's here in a hotel for work or overseas for work or anything, I know I have people that care about me and want me to do well and be happy, and they send me things that I might need. Send me cards, money, supplies, whatever. And I'm grateful for that. Well, a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have that ability, those people in their lives that you can count on. Or they don't have simple things like certain clothes. They got to wear the same clothes every week because they're poor. Or they got to work 4 jobs, so they don't have the free time to go to bottomless mimosa brunch every weekend with their gal pals and talk shit about the people who can't do that. So start thinking about that stuff. That's what I'm saying here is enjoy the Thanksgiving feast and the holiday that you had with your families and friends and loved ones. And remember that feeling and remember what you guys talked to each other about and said about being grateful and thankful and loving everybody. And then just take it to the next day. Think about something you're grateful for one more time the next day. Oh, that was such a great holiday. Today, I'm grateful for the fact that I actually had those people in my life to have holidays like that. And then the next day, oh, I'm grateful for the fact that I don't need the newest big screen TV or the newest technology, so I don't have to go out with the other animals and kill myself to get technology on a sale on Black Friday. I'm thankful for that. I'm grateful for what I have, not what I want. Not pissed about what I want and don't have. And you just keep doing that every day. One thing. It doesn't have to be you don't have to be grateful for everything all at once. Just think of one thing. Change your brain. Improve your brain, your mindset to think about one thing each day that you're happy and thankful for and grateful for. And you'll start seeing the change. The positive vibes will continue to transfer over daily. And then here's a wild idea. This is 3D chess here, folks. We're not playing checkers right now. So think about this. You do that. Get your brain and your mind, your emotional, mental state in that positive situation, that positive mindset. Now couple that with all the fitness stuff that we talked about previously in an older episode about the importance of physical fitness and how that helps your emotional and physical and mental states. Add to that the grateful and thankfulness that you will have each day. Imagine how much more positive your life is going to be just by doing those two things alone. Exercising a little bit and actively being thankful and grateful for a different thing each day. Actively thinking about it, getting your brain, the gears moving to actively do that. So you're physically active, and now you're mentally active, and now emotionally you're going to be actively positive. It's a wild concept, how two things so simple and easy in theory can have such a positive, long-lasting effect on your lives. I know that's crazy to think about, that you can't buy that sort of happiness and positive lifestyle, that you can actually do it for free just by retraining your brain and getting your ass out there for a walk every couple of days. Do that shit. Be thankful for what you have. Continue that thankfulness and gratitude throughout each day. Think about other people in your lives, or even in your social media interactions, before you click send on that trolling social media post or dogging on a political guy. That's the easiest thing. You're dogging on people and shitting on people that you don't even know or met before. You have no idea who they are as human beings, as people. You go off of what you hear in the brainwashing media or a brainwashing reality show. People do with celebrities constantly too. You don't even know these people. You don't know nothing about them in their personal real lives. You know what the camera shows you and what the TMZs and the media shows you. And you have no problem trashing on them. Think about that before you hit send. Think about, hey, if I'm doing this, there's got to be millions of other people probably easily, hitting send and dogging and trolling and being dickheads to this person. I have to imagine this has a toll on them as a human being, getting millions and millions of people hating on them for something they know nothing about. Think about that before your next social media post, or before you cut somebody in line at the grocery store, or before you take up parking spots by being a lazy ass and putting your card away and not putting your card away. All these little things affect others in a negative way. Think about all that stuff. We talked about three main things here in Thankfulness Day, Gratitude Day here on the LPDS. We talked about gratitude, coupling back into fitness again. So we were talking about fitness, and then thinking of others before you make decisions. The second and third order effects that your decisions in life have on others. So those are very simple three things that you can do each day and build on for a better life for you and everybody around you. That shit's contagious. Good is contagious. Gratitude and love and thankfulness and positivity are contagious. I promise you that. I've seen it happen time and time again. There is something so unbelievable, like incredible, about being out in the shit with people in third world countries in the military. And I didn't do anything. Again, I'll go back. I didn't do anything in the military significant. I'm not winning the war. I'm not out there running and gunning and actually doing real shit. I'm hiding behind a rock or a building or whatever. But what you see out there is almost universally positivity going on. Almost universally. You get out there and you think this is going to suck. 6 months to a year or whatever you're doing out there. You go out there and everybody you encounter is just on another level of positivity. Happy to see you. Glad to be with their team and their brothers. And that shit is contagious. There are very few people out there that are day in and day out miserable, because if they are, the people around them lift them up. It's an unbelievable experience. That shit can happen here in America. I know it's tough to conceptualize, because you think like, oh, everyone's too, ungrateful and selfish. Yeah, maybe right now. But it only takes one person in a small group to start changing the rest of the group. Spread the positivity virus, the gratitude virus, the thankfulness virus. Spread that shit to your small group of friends and family, and then each one of them will spider out to their friends and separate families, and that shit will grow and spread eventually. It can be done. Again, I've seen it on a grander scale. You just got to do it. But you got to remember to do it. It's very easy on Thursday, on Thanksgiving, for everyone to say that shit because it's on our calendars. This is Thankful Day. This is the day to be thankful and grateful for shit. The next day, it's not on your calendars. So you start forgetting real quick. Put it on your calendars. Add that shit in there. You're on your phones anyway, dooting around. Add it on your calendar. One thing to be grateful and thankful for. Go for a walk. Think about others. Add those 3 things on your calendar each day. Be thankful and grateful. Exercise. Think about others before I do shit. 3 simple things. Go out there and conquer now. Go for it. I gave you the tools. Libretti has given you the tools to succeed in anything you do. We just did it right here. You got free fucking tools to succeed and be happy in life. You're never going to hear that again from anybody else. They're all going to charge you exorbitant amounts of money for their life coach abilities or their drugs or their therapy. We just got it done here for free. Add it to your calendars. You got free shit. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you had a good week. I love you guys, all of you, all the time. Stay strong.
And I was talking